welcome to the broadcast. My name's Todd and you are watching Digging Life. We're going to try to save some trees. As you can see, all of this was once logged. I actually have a video on Digging Life 21 where we took a lot of the loggers slashed and everything and did a huge burn pile up here. Of course, after something's logged and all the big trees are gone, that allows all of this heavy undergrowth of weeds, goldenrod, and undesirable stuff to grow. What we need to do is mow everything down, but not mow down the trees that they had brought in and planted. They're going to be quite tough to spot. I'm finding they planted these trees really close together. I'm pretty certain they planted them close together to plan for a certain amount of die-off. Typically trees aren't planted this closely together. We'll figure something out. Today we're pulling out all the cinematic stops. I've got the GoPro up toward the excavator, and I've got you guys on the Osmo Action 4 in the cab. Locusts will sprout off of their stumps too a little bit. So if they speed down to 14. And when you see a really thick patch, there's a good chance there's a stump there. Because as they get mowed around, people don't get close to stumps. They're afraid of them, so they won't cut it. Therefore, the growth tends to be older around a stump. There's something. That sounds like a rock. What I'll do is I'll jerk straight back on the joystick and left, and that way it lifts the boom, but it also flips the mower up, so whatever's under there can get kicked out. We'll get into some thicker materials here shortly. This thing's actually he makes a pretty good time. I've got another job I think I'll include maybe on this video or a follow-up video. Where I'll be mowing really steep ground, so if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. It'll be a good one. I'm gonna really creep into this spot. Anybody who's experienced in bush hogging, underbrush, and forestry mulching will tell you, do not get in a hurry. You can't fly into this stuff. You'll tear up more than your profit, which obviously means you'll be hitting stuff, you'll be just beating your machine to death, and you won't make any money. Now you're about to see the biggest difference between like a 299 cat machine and this machine. It doesn't have quite the power to power through these small saplings. Tell by the sound. Now when I get up here, I'm going to spin around and go back that way because I've got hoses down here on my quick connect that when I back up over those saplings, if they didn't get chopped up really good, they're leaning this way, and when you back up, they spear all those hoses. Well, while it may not just rip them out, it'll put unnecessary wear on them. We're going to save this longleaf pine. I don't think that I don't see a lot of them around here, and I hate cutting that's new to the area, unless it's really invasive and does damage to the area. I think I chopped those up pretty good, but we'll just make a quick pass this time. I did go ahead and order a neck lanyard for this controller because it's not too comfortable with my knees pressed together like that. Not too comfortable. My begonias will thank me for relieving that pressure. I think what I should do is just go ahead, pull up here, get up to those stems, and just go ahead and back up, chop them up real good. Let's just go ahead and take this little grouping out. Play on through here. That stuff down on the ground. Luckily, there's not many of those little saplings that they planted. Up the speed down. Hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Now, I've been throwing it out there that any of these videos you see, if you see a service that you think you would enjoy doing and you want to start a business, I'll put my email at the top of the screen. Shoot me an email over. I do consultations by phone or video, FaceTime, whatever works best for you guys. I don't put the price on the videos because you may see this video 3 or 4 years from now and the price can go up, it can go down, just depending on the times. The goldenrod is really blooming out. It's absolutely beautiful. I hate mowing it down. It's a good source of nectar for honeybees. There, right there's a stump, big one. Shoot me an email over, and I'll go over what the cost of the consultations are. But if you do just want some personalized kind of one-on-one help or more specific, financial type help, shoot me an email. I'll be glad to help. I think you guys got turned just a little bit. There we go. We're getting into the thick fun stuff now. Throttled all the way up. Probably have to go to a couple of different angles here. Take my little planted tree down if I can help it. Right there, and it's alive. It's alive. We're gonna save you, little feller. There's another one in here. I just can't see him. There he is. Slip right between them. I think he's dead. There's no way. All those poplar saplings, I am fairly certain, choked him out for sunlight. There's another one right there. I believe I can slip through this. Yep, he's alive. Lift those up off of it. Maybe we can save it. If that thing's alive, I'll be a little bit surprised. I'll be darned, it is alive. It's leaning over, bush hogging. Way higher than my cab. Or something. All I can say is DJI has got this stuff figured out, man. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not sponsored by anybody, unfortunately. But I love how this action camera looks almost exactly like the screen on the drone control. Absolutely amazing, high definition. I think GoPro just had the market for so long that they just quit trying. That's almost what it feels like. I've been pretty unhappy with the GoPros, mostly here recently. When I started really looking into cameras, I used to think the GoPro was great, but I really don't think so now. That doesn't mean that they'll always be second best to me, but they're going to have to improve a lot to get better than the action cameras with DJI. Let's level up here. Need to do a little tweaking here. Had to adjust the white balance on the camera. I don't think either of these two. Yeah, this tube's got something in it. This tube doesn't, so I'm just going to mow it down and get rid of it. Also going to be switching over from using like auto exposure and auto shutter speeds to adjusting all of that manually to try to get more cinematic video. So if any of you guys that are viewers or cinematographers or experienced with that kind of thing, drop in the comments any advice you have. I do have ND filters ordered as well that are supposed to really help. We'll see how that goes. There's absolutely no comparison between this excavator and that skid steer. This excavator has got way more cutter power. For one thing, that cutter is smaller, and both machines are high flow. But this machine just handles that head way better than that machine over there handles the head that's on it. It could be the way that that head is adjusted right now. I'll have to look into that some more. It does a really good job, don't get me wrong. Really good job, but not like this. The main reason I switched over to the excavator though is because because all this ground is super uneven. And when it's really, really uneven, it's hard in a skid steer. You're on that fixed plane of tracks, it's hard to keep that head just right. Plus you can't really contour the head around to hug the ground like you can with this. I like being able to lift way up and pull everything out away from all the stuff that hasn't been worked. It's just easier to kind of nitpick around. I think there's actually a live sapling in this tube, so we're going to try to save it. As you can see right there, I was able to grab those stems and pull them away from that little sapling. It might be so close that the blades just can't. Yeah, I got it. I was afraid my blades weren't going to be able to get it. Or the next video adventure is just going to be a big field, but it's really steep, and I've done it many times with an excavator, with the Yanmar. And I think I've done it with this machine. I want to take the skid steer up there to see how I do using it. That'll be the next video. I'm pretty excited to make that one. I'm really excited to make that one. This thing's like a vacuum cleaner. Sucks that stuff in, spits out wood chips. I want to take a second just to send out a sincere thank you to Sam over at the TriStar Digging YouTube channel. I'm a huge fan. I got to chat with him on the phone the other day. I was completely starstruck. Thank you, Sam, for sending over this super awesome hat. He actually sent me two and a sticker. I couldn't be more thrilled. I think it looks good on me. I'm going to continue to wear it and show support for his channel. Thanks again, Sam, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks to each and every one of you out there for doing me the big favor of watching this video all the way through. Now do yourself a big favor. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ding the bell. I'll see you next time.